What's up guys, it's Tobias here and welcome to the first ever FIFA 14 gameplay that is going to be on my channel this year so far. So as you all know, if you follow me on Twitter or you've been a recent subscriber of mine, I've spent the whole week at Gamescom where I've been playing way too much FIFA 14, and yesterday I was actually fortunate enough to get some gameplay, and as you can see on your screen today, we are going to be watching Manchester City, which is myself versus Bateson87, who is playing as PSG. So if this is only going to be the first half, if you would like to watch the second half and see what the full-time result of this game is, then I do highly recommend opening up the description, checking out Bateson87's channel and watching that second half. So the first thing I do want to say in this video, apologies for the glare you can see in the background. We did actually manage to record this footage off a TV using a camera. We didn't use a capture card of any sort, so apologies for the lack in quality, but as we did record it off with a camera off a TV, the quality by all means is nothing to complain about. So as you can see here, then we are just going through the squads. We're going through Manchester City. On the left hand side you can see we are now into their reserves, and on the right hand side you can see Bateson making some substitutions and sorting out the PSG squad that he does wants to play with me, against me, sorry. So that is what I do want to talk about. The player ratings at this stage in FIFA 14, as this isn't the full build of the game, aren't final. So please don't be looking at the player ratings thinking they are going to be what they are when the game comes out, as they have stressed to us enough this week that the player ratings aren't final and they are subject to change for when the full game does come out and the full build is released during the demo and when the full game is coming out later this year. So please don't go to the beginning of this video, pause the video and be looking at the stats thinking they are what they are going to be on head-to-head and on Ultimate Team when the game comes out later this year, because that is definitely not the case. I'm almost certain that the majority of those stats are going to have been changed and updated for when the full game does come out. For example, you're going to see in another video later today that Robinho is 78 rated overall, which I can almost guarantee he is going to be a little bit higher than that for when the full build does come out. So my first impressions of FIFA 14, you're going to be all wondering what I think about it, and I'm not just saying this, I generally think it is a really fun game to play. I've been getting extremely angry at FIFA 13 recently, and FIFA 14 is just a really fun game to play. I mean, I've played a stupid amount of games this week while I've been at Gamescom, and every single one just seems to be a really fun game to play. You just enjoy yourself from start to finish, and there are minimal complaints coming from me. This isn't the final build, as I said, so even though this is there are still improvements to be made, I'm extremely happy with what I'm playing on at the minute. So as I said, this is a really fun game to play with, but that said, there are a few things that do need to be updated, but there are a lot more things that have been introduced in FIFA 14 that I'm going to be talking to you guys about now, which I'm extremely happy to see in FIFA 14. So the first thing that I do want to talk to you guys about are the cutscenes and animations. Now, if you don't know what they are basically, for example, the cinematics of when a player scores, or you're going to see a key example of it later. I'll talk about it when it does come up on your screens, but I do win a penalty later on in the second half, and the cinematics and animations that FIFA 14 has introduced for the lining up of the penalty. For example, I get Aguero to take the penalty, and it does have a nice few seconds of Aguero lining up the penalty, Sirigu getting into position in the goal, and even that isn't just for penalties, it's for free kicks, it's for everything. You get some nice cinematics of the goalkeepers as well. You're going to be seeing them all later on in this video, so just keep your eye out for those. But that is something that I really am happy to see. The replay angles as well, from goals, from free kicks, from missed opportunities, are also from new angles. I mean, you're going to see here from this free kick, I don't actually make the most of this opportunity from the free kick. I do actually smash it straight against the wall. However, you're going to see here the replay angle. There we are, nice, really nice cinematic. Ibrahimovic in the cinematics, just little things like that that have been introduced in FIFA 14. And this replay angle, this is just one of many that are new into FIFA 14 that just give a more realistic approach to FIFA 14 and make it look as if you are watching a football game on a Saturday morning. So that is something that I've really enjoyed seeing in FIFA 14 while I've been playing it this week. As I did say earlier in this video, as this isn't the full build, there are a few things that I do think that need to be twerked, and a few things that I do need to be improved. And as we have been playing this game throughout the week at Gamescom, we have had the EA producers sat next to us, and they have been asking us for honest opinions and feedback to how the game does play so far. And trust me, as we have been playing the game this week, we have been as honest as possible to the producers and told them what we love and what we absolutely hate, and hopefully they're going to be taking our feedback into account and be making some adjustments to the game from the feedback feedback that we have given them. So one of the things that the guys have felt while playing the game this week are through balls, like over the top through balls, and through balls themselves just seem really, really overpowered. But while I'm speaking of that, we do get our first goal of the game. Jesus Navas, the new signing for Manchester City this season, does bag the first goal in this game. A really nice through ball. There's a lovely replay. Takes a nice touch, and on the left foot, he just curls out around Sirigu for a nice 1-0, and that does give me the lead against Basin. But as I was saying, the overpowering of overhead through balls, a lot of the guys while playing it this week have felt that that was the most overpowering thing. It just seems to be that no matter whoever the player is that plays the over top through ball, no matter the opposition's defence, you just seem to shred them to pieces with a nice over the top through ball. And that's not because of the pace, it just seems to be that it does seem that it's just overpowerment aspect of FIFA 14, and I'm hoping that is something that EA have taken into account while we have been giving them feedback. And that is something that they will get fixed and make some few changes to for when the full build does come out. So another thing that is new into FIFA 14 that they have introduced into the game is the new shooting system. The dips, the curves, the swerves that are in the game from when you do take shots are really, really nice. I know when the first FIFA 14 trailers came out this year, they were banging on about how this was the new shooting system, that there was going to be swerves of the ball, there was going to be all sorts of things like that. That is absolutely awesome. I mean, when you pull off shots from outside the box, you really do notice the curves. But as I'm talking about shooting, we do get a nice header there, a nice goal from Yaya Toure to take me 2-0 up against Basin. So it does look like I'm going to be winning this first half. But as I said, if you do want to see what the second half result is, then open up that description and check out his channel for that second half video. So we do take the 2-0 with Yaya Toure, and as I was saying, I'm just going to go back to the shooting system that is in FIFA 14. The dips at the swerves are absolutely unreal. I mean, we have played a ridiculous amount of games this week, and I believe there was one game between Calfreezy. He had a really nice long shot from without the box when he was playing with Borussia Dortmund, and it was with Royce, sorry, and it was quite a long distance goal, and the swerve that was on the ball was absolutely unreal. It does make the game seem so much more realistic. I believe he was around 30 yards out, and he did get a really nice long shot from just outside the box, and the curve, the dipping, everything that was on the ball just makes the game seem so much more realistic. I was extremely lucky there not to concede against Bates, and he did not actually manage to get one back on me there. So that is something I really do like on FIFA 14, the shooting system. However, another thing that I did miss in FIFA 14 that I do hope that they do get round to and hopefully do improve or introduce it, I should say, to FIFA 14, is that when you do score, no animation does come up at the bottom to say that the goal has, for example here, he's just scored with Lucas, nothing comes up at the bottom to say, for example, Lucas 45th minute, which is included in FIFA 13, but it isn't in FIFA 14, so I'm really hoping that they do introduce that to FIFA 14, because a lot of the time when we did score goals throughout this week when we were playing, we weren't too sure, as we were playing without game sound, we weren't too sure if the game had been given offside or if there had been a foul given, or for some reason the goal had been called offside, simply because there was no animation coming up from the bottom to say that the goal scorer's name or the goal time. But that was nonetheless a really, really nice finish from Bateson with Lucas. He absolutely just chipped Joe Hart. There was no way he was going to be keeping that out of the net. So at the 45th minute, he did manage to claw one back for the 2-1. And again, that is another example of the cutscenes and animations. There you can see Joe Hart feeling pretty pissed about letting that one in. So that is something that I really do like. But the animations, I really do hope that they're going to be introducing that into the game by the time the full build does get released later this year. So other things that I do love playing with, I shouldn't be saying this as a Manchester United fan, but Manchester City are a really fun team to play with. Jesus Navas, as I said earlier in this video, he is the new signing that Manchester United have made. So he is going to be playing in the Premiership on FIFA 14 next year, as obviously he is now at Manchester City. And he is a really great and fun to play with. Whenever I got the ball to him, I just seemed to have a lot of fun with that. And again, another player that I did like getting the ball through to from Manchester City was Aguero. But as you can see here then, this is where I won the penalty. I believe it was Matuidi getting the yellow card here then. I believe he brought down Yaya Toure. It was an absolutely clear as daylight penalty. And as you can see, you're going to see whether I do score or not. Here is the replay, a really nice replay of the penalty decision being given. No chance that player got a touch on the ball, and it was a clear as you like penalty. So there, that's a really nice animation there for the penalty. You know, you've got Aguero lining up for the penalty. You've got Sirigu in the goal, getting into position, hoping he is going to save it. My first penalty in FIFA 14, and unfortunately, Bateson had pulled off an absolutely outstanding save. He went to the left, I went to the left, and he did manage to prevent me from going 3-1 up just before half time. So that is all for this video, pretty much. The game is getting wrapped up here. This is head-to-head, as I did say at the beginning of this video, and as you're going to be able to tell, I do have a second gameplay going up on my channel this afternoon, which I plan to talk about FIFA 14 a lot, because obviously I'm not going to be getting any FIFA 14 Ultimate Team gameplay. So I'm going to be talking about Ultimate Team a lot in the second gameplay video that's going to be up on my channel this afternoon. I hope you have enjoyed this video that you've just watched. I hope you do appreciate the efforts we went to try and get to this FIFA 14 gameplay, because it is almost one of the first you're going to be seeing on YouTube. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. If we can smash anything near 10,000 likes, that'd be absolutely insane. And as you can see now, the badges on your screen do have an annotation. If you click the badge, it will take you through to a gameplay of that screen, so you can take your pick if you've got a favorite team there. Click the annotation and that will take you through to a gameplay of that team from another YouTuber that I've been spending the week with. But as I said, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do leave a like, and until my next one, I'll be speaking to you guys later. Take care.